Welcome to the Stronghold.
Okay,
Okay, Dead and Thay.
take 1 or 2 games just if I don't use this particular spell, just to maybe swap one of that out.
Pretty sure you can change your spells every long rest, can't you? Or
Yeah, we're allowed a long rest.
yeah, depending on where you get to rest. As
Well,
well.
no, but these are like your initial spells.
Ah, okay.
So,
Yeah, they're locked in, are they?
Yeah. So I just chose some last night, just thinking, okay,
Yeah, that should be fine. Don't have any issues with that.
as long as I don't use them.
It's the first couple of sessions.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start off with introduction of characters, basically. So you're currently wherever you want to be. If it's your background or where you are, say where you are, what you're doing, what your character looks like, things like that. Just so you get to know each other before you actually meet each other. But but you're by yourself at the moment. So whatever you're doing in Fair Un or another dimension, doesn't matter where.
Sweet. Kick it off.
Yeah.
Spark is sitting alone in a bedroom. Just nothing interesting about it. Just a little work desk in front. Some mechanical things going on with the glasses coming down and tinkering around with the glasses, muttering to himself. Beside him, curled up, is a kind of a steel-looking dog that sits with him as his defender or canine companion, and he just sits there muttering to himself all the time. So just be prepared for that. But just tinkering away, and maybe a book or two open beside, and that's it. Do you want more details than that?
That's absolutely excellent. Yep.
Outside the tavern, in one of the alleyways, is Tug, squatting in the filth. Tug, the kobold cleric, is covered in icy blue scales, with sort of darker splotches near the back on his spine. He carries a nearly completely degraded knapsack with a mismatch of items slung across him. A quarterstaff in one hand that looks like it's received a good beating, and slung around his neck is a huge dragon's tooth. Well, comparative, because he only stands at 2 feet tall. Engraved on the tooth, 2 feet tall. Dragon's tooth.
Dragon's tooth.
Yeah. Looking into Tug's eyes, you can see the barest hint of intelligence. While you might describe him as demure or dumb, those in Tug's tribe would describe him as dangerous and devout. And his quarterstaff has handed out as many beatings as it's received. Do not underestimate him.
Danis is a 3-foot fairy with kind of like monarch butterfly wings that seem to be eternally scorched somewhat, like a little bit of ash coming off them. And he's just kind of chilling in a tree, kind of just petting, which I forgot to make a thing for, so I'll do that next time. His little praying mantis seems to be always on fire because he's a wildfire druid. Cool. And it's about the exact same size as Danis.
Excellent.
Okay, Masira is walking down a dusty path, staff in hand, listening intently, looking at everything. Masira is a death monk to the Raven Queen. A Raven Queen? It's Raven Queen, isn't it? Yeah. And it's on a mission, shall we say. There we go.
Slink, hanging out in a seedier area of the city, keeping to the shadows, wandering around looking for unattended items, maybe of value. Always looking for a way back to the Feywild. He's small for a hobgoblin, but still big, but very tall, but very slender. Golden blonde fur. Moves with much more dexterous grace than your average hobgoblin. Flitting from shadow to shadow.
Change it on Bugbear.
Oh, bugbear. Sorry, not hobgoblin. Bugbear.
I was about to ask that.
Yeah,
I'm
okay. Sorry. Yeah.
haven't heard of bugbear yet. Who had the
I
bugbear?
googled bugbear on purpose.
yeah, no, it definitely was bugbear.
Yeah. I love your token, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Suits him. Okay, that's everyone. So you're all doing your own thing at the moment. And there's a bright light around you that envelops you. And you appear elsewhere. And you find yourself in a semi-dark area. It's got there's 4 columns that you can see around you and the outer walls, and it's about a 30 by 30 feet room. And you do see everyone that you just heard introduce around you.
At about knee high, there's just this ice kobold with a quarter.
Sarah just looks around and sits down, cross-legged, just looking around.
Just step back into the shadows. The best shadow I can find. Hand on the hilt of my sword, but not actually drawing yet.
Mm-hmm.
Sparkly like. Still defending. Don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
I just kind of pull out some jerky and kind of just start feeding it to my little praying mantis while just like waving at everyone.
Okay. Excellent.
What the f is this?
Immediately, the thing that you notice is a teleportation circle around you has ceased glowing now. And you see an image of a female red wizard suddenly appear and speak. I am Sirana. It was I who brought you here. Welcome to Thay. Many red wizards chafe under the rule of Zaz-Tam. Once they was a land of learning and power. Now death scours Thay. While the Leech Lord ignores all concerns other than his quest to become a god. If his mad plans are left to run their course, none will be left alive here to worship him. This is a magic gatehouse, from which I can send you into the Doom Vault. The heart of the Leech Lord's domain sleep beneath the Thay Mount. The Doom Vault is a secret laboratory and containment structure, beneath which lies a hidden storehouse where the facilities of Zaz-Tam's elite leeches are held. There, the Leech Lord's power can be broken with your aid. I offer you an opportunity to take the fight to the Leech Lord. I offer you the chance to help me see to it that Zaz-Tam's power is broken. The vault is where you can make that happen. What say you? Any riches you find are yours. There is plenty to be found.
There is shinies.
What's in it for us?
Yes. Anything you find in the vault is yours.
And did you mention liches? Plural, multiple.
Plural. There is the Leech Lord, Zaz-Tam, but there is others.
What's in it for you?
Ah,
Who else could we expect to meet down there? Is there any that would ally with us?
no. Other adventurers have gone in, but none have returned. You may find them in there. I do believe some were taken prisoner. They may be able to assist. Kelson Darktreader and Shalinja Floshin. Very high-level adventurers, much like yourselves.
Where's the tank? Squad later on.
Copy it now. There you go.
Do we have any real choice here?
Yes, you can leave if you want to. I will teleport you back to exactly where you were.
Yes. Yes.
Shinies.
You must think of the riches.
Shinies are good.
Can I ask a favor instead of riches once we are done?
What sort of favor?
Well, you seem to know how to teleport. Can you go to other realms?
Yes, I can teleport from all realms.
Well, if we are done, can you open a teleport to the Feywild?
Yes, you can go to the Feywild.
Then I'm in.
I will facilitate that.
Would you have been the family?
Born them. My family is either dead or potentially alive. We don't know, so that's why I want to go back.
See a tear roll down his eye.
For centuries, the Doom Vault was a legend. Kazit Gull, a red wizard who spent his life studying the deadliest dungeons on many worlds, planned it. As a living human and a leech, Gull fashioned the vast complex based on his research. The purpose of this dungeon was to lure explorers to their deaths and harvest their souls to fuel Gull's felicity. Velacity. I'm saying that one wrong. As they became more hostile to outsiders, fewer people sought the Doom Vault. Eventually, unable to fuel his alacrity, Gull became a dimming leech. Zaz Tam discovered the Doom Vault and saw the opportunity to rebuild and repurpose it. The Doom Vault is vast, active complex of laboratories dedicated to creating the monstrous armies which the Red Wizard planned to conquer first the north, then all of Faerun. The dungeon is divided into sectors dedicated to the creation of the control of a specific type of monsters. All will fall if we do not succeed.
It's pretty cool, like, backstory. It's bad.
Each sector is subdivided into protected zones for security, defending against attack from outside and betrayal from within, as well as the escape of confined creatures. Magical white gates block corridors, preventing physical access between zones. Magical black gates are teleportation circles that connect different parts of the dungeon. Which now she describes the gates, which is another thing. Where's gates? Gates. Okay, magic gates. Two types of magic gates, white and black, secure the Doom Vault. Magic keys allow the manipulation of them. Each gate is 10-foot wide circle of runes drawn on the floor. This circle creates a magical energy field in its space from floor to ceiling. Someone who touches the gate's field can assess its nature with an Arcana check. Field can be disabled by the use of a Glyph Key. Should be able to find them depending on where you go. A creature that enters an active gate's energy field while not holding a properly attuned Glyph Key is pushed back.
Could you repeat, like,
And takes force damage.
90% of that?
Yeah.
Alright, so white stops you from passing through, black teleports.
Yep.
And you need a Glyph Key to pass through the field gates.
Correct.
If you don't have the Glyph Key, you get pushed back and take damage.
White gates are placed in the dungeon to block passage between zones. A white gate's misty energy field, when active, gives off a dim light that renders its area heavily obscured. This field is also an impenetrable magical force that blocks passage, sound, and scent. The Glyph Key attuned to the zone on either side of the gate is applied to the gate's field. The mist dissipates, and the energy field becomes inactive, while the key remains within the gate. Therefore, a creature that has a properly attuned Glyph Key can hold a white gate open for others. The black gates were part of the Doom Vault's original construction. They connect different areas of the complex. When you see a black gate, it looks like a circle of runes and black onyx fragments on the floor. It exudes wisps of shadowy energy, look like curling black smoke. Gives off a shadowy energy that lightly obscures the field's area. Can render a black gate's field inactive by holding any Glyph Key to the field, whereupon the smoky energy dissipates. The key is attuned to a zone containing a different black gate than the creature holding the key can also open a magical portal that leads to the other area's black gate. While the portal is open to the destination's gate's field also becomes inactive. A black gate's field remains inactive until no Glyph Key is applied to it. A portal created within a black gate remains open until the creature that opened the portal leaves the area or either connected black gate.
Do you have communication inside? Do you know what's going on inside the vault? Or are we kind of going in blind?
No. Do not have any contacts inside. Everyone we send has died.
Have any of these gate keys?
Yes. I have the Glyph Key for... Jerry, what's it called? Huh. For the Abyssal Prisons.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
It's not so nice. So this glyph key will take us to the abyssal prisons,
Yes.
and then we work our way through the dungeon. And how can you get in contact with us and tell us how we're going?
No.
No,
There will
okay.
be no communication once you have entered.
And can we get back here?
It is possible. You'll have to find the correct keys.
It's
No. Why are you wet? With that, what was it? A magical crystal pendant on a bronze chain appears in front of you. This is the Glyph Key.
Can I have a look at it?
It's just floating in midair at the moment in front of you.
Oh, big joke.
Yep. Yeah. Stops floating. It's in your hand.
Do I need to do anything like an arcana check or anything like that to look at it? Or
No.
figure it out?
It's ready to go.
Okay, so it's a glyph key.
It's a
for
glyph key.
Something prison.
Yep, the Abyssal Prisons.
A hell of a lot of information they got forward straight at the start.
Yeah, as I said, the first half an hour is,
I'm leaving it
download.
to you guys to do this. I'm going to take it, brother.
I'm only halfway through.
Jeez.
Mm.
Good detective.
Recall.
Negative to intelligence.
There are 3 goals you must achieve. Destroy the Red Wizard's monstrous creations and experiments to end the threat to Far Uns. Gain access to the phylactery vault deep beneath the dungeon. 3. Destroy it.
So sorry, those three things again.
Destroy the Red Wizard's monstrous creations.
Yep.
Gain access to the phylactery vault and
Yep.
destroy it.
Easy.
That's just 2 things.
Harul Var's quarters lie within the Doom Vault. Although the Leech was defeated, he might have already rematerialized thanks to the power of the phylactery. Protected by his dread warriors, he is a deadly threat.
Where in the Doom Vault does he lie?
That is unknown.
Give me as much information. But no, there's a lot of information.
How long ago did those other 2 adventurers go in?
Where did you send them?
A good 3 weeks ago, I was sent to the same area.
But how do you have the key to that area? There are multiple keys for each area.
I have multiple. And there is multiple keys for the other areas, yes.
Do you have keys for any of the other areas?
No, just the one.
Conference, I'm guessing.
We're not high enough level. Says here, the rebels will use their power to stop magical communications to the outside, contain any enemies who escape from the Doom Vault. They'll make sure that no one outside the dungeon knows or reacts to what's happening until you succeed. It says the rebels. I'm not too sure who the rebels is yet. I'm assuming it's the bad guys, but
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's everything she has to convey.
And prepare sending.
Yeah, I don't know if I've got settings. Actually, that's a really good point. So we can't communicate outside and we can't.
Correct.
Yeah, that makes
Yes.
sense. The spells.
There is also a magical barrier stopping you from teleporting to different zones within the Doom Vault. Any other questions?
How did you get these keys if no one's come back?
We created these ones. Of the same ones, yes.
So once you have one, you can create multiples of that.
Yes.
How do you do that?
Powerful spell.
If I had to look it up.
Don't know.
DM magic.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have anything else you could give us to aid us? First.
Mm. She hands you all the uncommon items that you had already.
Yeah.
Questions?
Still gonna die?
We're gonna die. But in style.
Bear Und is counting on you.
The what? The who?
The world. The world is getting us.
So
I think that's everything you need to know. If
What's-
I forgot anything, I'll convey it later. But
what's the next steps we go through? So where are we? We teleported to a room.
you're in the gatehouse.
The
Okay, yes.
intermediary before the
Okay.
bullshit.
And it's just her in that room with us.
Yes.
Nothing else.
Yeah. It's just an image of her. She's not actually present.
Oh.
An image.
Hologram.
Help me a bit. Give me only your-
Pretty much.
So what do we do now?
If you're all ready, I will teleport you.
How do we feel, guys?
How did you choose us? Why did you teleport this group of people here?
That's a good question. No. I believe you are the heroes that Bear Und needs. You will succeed in this.
You see,
will
Tubbs
be able to
has
work
pop
together.
up slightly at this.
You are heroes in your own right.
I'm second guesses that.
I mean, I'm pretty big in the gnomish community, but I don't know about hero.
Onwards.
Doesn't sound like we have much of a choice.
I think we can go further backwards from here. So onwards it is.
Okay.
And I'll jump on my dog, Steel Defender.
Is a dog bigger than you?
You can ride him, can you?
Like two,
Yeah.
like 2 feet tall.
Yeah, he
Okay,
is bigger than
cool.
He's a medium-sized construct.
Like, no, that's like he's my size.
Yeah. So he's bigger than me. He's about the same size as me, but yeah.
So Sierra kind of cocks their head, looks around, nods, and gets up. Ready.
What's your story, Birdie? You're not telling a story.
Just look at you. Greetings.
I think I'm good with friends with that one.
Anyway,
Thanks
just growled at you. Maybe.
Give me one rat. Did you take it from the animal yourself?
Heels just start welling up. Let's go. Not ready to talk about it just yet. Tonight I will regale you with a tale.
Big looking bugbear over there. Or is it bed bug?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll maybe hide behind him. Onward.
Onward.
Alright.
Bed bug.
If you're all ready, I will teleport you now. Prepare your weapons or your wits. You'll be going straight into it.
Should go back to back.
Yeah. How are you standing in the portal? Basically, it's exactly where you are.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm standing with my staff facing outwards and just waiting for them to.
Yep.
Yeah, I just kind of ready like a small shield and my kind of sickle and just kind of start hovering like a foot or two off the ground.
Okay.
I'll pull my goggles down over my eyes. So I've got like the motorcycle kind of like oversized on the face. And they've got little things that pop down and do like other bits and pieces, but I'll pull them down. And maybe just like a little metal tube thing out my pocket, just kind of hide it under my robes a little bit. And before I go in, I'm actually going to cast Mage Armor as well. In anticipation.
On the sword and the dagger. And ready to go.
Okay. And with that,
Zero has their staff just on the back, just calmly, hands steepled, just looking around.
excellent. That was everyone. Okay. With that, there's a bright light. Change the maps.
Also, just as Tug's been waiting there, starts muttering under his breath, and you see might see a little blue light emanating from the amulet.
That's good.
That's good. Specifically on the runes. Yeah. Alright.
Why is that loaded that quick?
Ooh.
In this map. Okay. Scorched and shattered plaster shows faint signs of frescoes that once covered the walls here. A half a dozen ruined chandeliers hang from the cracked ceiling. The northeast corner is a black gate where you are presently there. At least, as you can see, you guys. As you can see, there is multiple zombies in the room. Is that been playing? Wait. It's just quiet. Okay. And you see the vampire walk over to you. Sure, I can share.
Everyone will be like, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Sorry, what's that one to the
Never been with a vampire.
Ooh, okay.
Vampire spawn.
So I've got a vampire, and is that other token? So I need to change my token. My token looks like one. Okay, okay.
Like whose?
My token
Yeah, your token's there.
looks very similar to the monster token.
Oh, a bit. Alright.
What's it? That lady up there on the left.
That one.
Yeah. Is that the same? A zombie kind of like the rest?
Similar.
Similar looking?
Similar.
Okay.
She walks right up to you. She's like, I am Eldarth. What brings you here?
We're just passing through.
Chinese?
Why are you all here?
Red lady sent us.
Red lady. Don't know this red lady. Do you not meant to be here?
We were sitting here. We're meant to be here.
Tug slowly backing into a corner more and more like a feral animal.
Zero takes the staff out, walks up. What are you doing here, dead one?
We guard this place.
From what?
From looks like from people like you.
You're doing a good job. This is a bit of an audit here. We're doing a bit of a spot and speak inspection. Congratulations.
Inspection.
You seem to have passed. Everything looks tip top.
You should not be here.
We should not. Interesting.
The Raven Queen has called you. And with that, I just the staff.
Okay. Roll for initiative.
Sorry.
I didn't take one.
No, it was good. It was good. It's good.
Okay. You'll find out.
You're a death dude. Like you don't like undead things.
Pretty much. Pretty much. It goes against everything.
So you play your character.
Oh fuck. That was-
Hey, you got a 2 as well. Nice.
I have 4.
So you.
What's your next?
2 plus 2, so 15.
15. All right, so you go first.
Just living my strength and fate.
I am 23.
Yep, that's
Oh,
in.
you know what? I might
22.
flag that.
22. For Slink.
I'm gonna roll physical dice.
Let's get ready.
Yeah.
Get all your new names.
I'm gonna
It's 18. Oh, then 16. So it's 18.
16. Yep. That way in.
18 is first. I did it twice.
So 18 first, was it?
Yeah.
Change it. Yep.
So I'm first.
Oh, I didn't get initiatives for Tug. Tug it.
All right, 4.
4 and Nace.
4.
4. Good
I go
plan.
first, so.
Well,
Put mine 3.
who was it? Masira? Masira got a surprise attack in. Masira. So you can go first.
Okay. Right. You know what the problem is? I've got so many bonus things here that I don't even know what you want to do. Let's just go with it. I did the quarterstaff first, so. Here's why I've got. Okay, so I've got 2 options here. So 1d6 plus 5 or 1d8 plus 5.
It's one. If you're using like two-handed, it's strong.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was 2-handed then.
Yep.
If you, because you're a monk, you do it like sometimes you get a sneak attack.
Right.
You're only using it.
Because that's strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, maybe think, okay, so you're standing there after Sarah just goes one-handed, just like...
Be a one-handed
So
hit.
you're doing like a multi-attack. You've got the hit and
Yeah.
then you've got the...
Okay, so that's just the main attack, which is a... Oh, sorry, that's not the throw, that was the...
That was damage. Yeah.
So, that is a 26 to hit.
26 hits.
Bloody hit.
I'm going over.
Okay.
So remember, you guys are level 9. It's
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 11 damage first, and then bonus actions. And I've got to figure all this out. Sorry. My bonus action is because I get something extra. Yeah, but there's on my first. There's all these different things. Like if I get my first attack, and Great Ambusher.
Level 9.
At the start of your first turn of each combat, your walking speed. Blah, 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 blah. If you take the attack action on that turn, you make one additional weapon attack as part of that action, dealing an extra 1d8 damage of that weapon step. So I've got three shots on that first. If I take a bonus action.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. Because then on. Sorry.
You're being this poor woman. Some stranger comes into your house and just beats me.
Pretty much what's happening.
Sorry.
Okay, so I've also got once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals bludgeoning damage, you can move it 5 feet to an unoccupied space, provided the target is no more than inside. Yeah, okay. But there is also one other thing. Sorry.
It's alright, it's giving me plenty of time to react. Keep them going.
Yeah. First combat's always going to be the longest.
So quarterstaff is not considered unarmed, right?
No.
Right.
Punch with your
Yep.
Right. Okay. Okay, so flurry of bows. After you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So, that means I can take that. Plus, I've already got Dread Ambusher, which is another one. So that's 3.
Yep.
So I've got 3, and this that was the first one, of course. So I've got 3 more.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So the
Makes
next
sense.
one is the Dread Ambusher, which is a 1D. It's 1D8. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So attack. 15.
That's with the quarterstaff still?
Yep.
Okay. Hits.
Okay. So that would be it's 1d8. No, it's just a 1 because it's just a 1d8. I don't think I add. What do I add? Let's say. Yeah, so it's just 1d8. So, I'll say it's extra. So, let's. Okay, let me do this one again. Well, let's say it was 1 plus 1d8. Okay. Damn it. So that's total 2 damage. Okay, and now 2.
Yep.
2. Is it unarmed?
Yep.
Okay, unarmed. Okay.
Your quarterstaff did 6 damage. Plus it's 1d6 plus 5.
1d8 plus 4.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So you rolled a 1, but it does 6.
Oh yeah.
So
Sorry, you're right.
yeah.
So 7 damage. Sorry. Yes,
Yep.
you're right. Okay. So and then 2 unarmed attacks. First one is a 15 again.
These are magical, aren't
Unarmed, yeah, because of your tattoo.
they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I haven't even used that yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Doesn't it, I imagine, make it magical unless you use it, then you get extra stuff when you use it.
I haven't
Yeah.
even looked at it.
I'm pretty sure it's active.
I
Yeah.
think mugs
Yeah,
are-
it's active. So
Most likely.
anyway, that's 11 damage for the first hit.
Yep.
And then second one. Oh, sorry. I have to roll for the second one. 15 again,
Hits. That was 10, was it? The first one?
and that's 11
Yes,
for
roll
the first
again.
one, and
11.
the second one also 11.
Done.
So what was that total?
Like 30 odd.
Okay, and let me just double check on what the 4 gives me. So a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. So +1 on damage. So that's
So only to unarmed strikes.
2. So that's extra 2.
Extra 2. Okay.
That's may already be counted in there.
Should automatically be
Oh,
on
really?
if you want.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, okay then. Right. How much damage was it?
31, 32, something like that.
No, it's not using that tattoo for my spare character.
Oh yeah.
So die.
Okay.
Spare character.
I'm very prone to
Just
dying.
die.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Very prone.
That's good.
Right. So that's yeah.
There we
Okay.
go. We might need another unhitter at the front. So,
Done?
Yep. Done.
Excellent. Slink.
yeah, okay.
Slink's up first.
So, do I get a go?
No, that was just the first.
That was the surprise attack.
Right attack. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
Slink got 24, I've got in here.
Oh, no, sorry, 22.
22.
Yeah,
That'll
sorry.
be why. Okay. Change that to 22. First up is Spark.
Oh, said that now. I don't know. So, the vampire has been hit. I take it.
Yep.
So it seems like a good time for a wisdom saving throw of 18 as I cast Toll of the Dead
Okay.
against it.
He rolled a 8. They failed.
Okay, so because they've been injured, and this is where they start like grabbing their own dice. It's now a D100. It's 2D12s, not D8s. So come on, big whammies.
Big
So
numbers, big numbers, big numbers.
19 damage.
19.
Nice.
And None of us have been injured yet.
No.
Okay, so bonus action. I'm just going to stop.
Your vampire spawn's not looking too healthy after that.
She's having a cheer all day. These people disappear. She's like, hey, welcome to my place.
Cool.
The order is underway!
I see it on here. Ah, that's why. It's the wrong way. See this little thing appear in front of Danaeus. Danaeus, I'm saying that right? Danaeus. Share a picture. See what it looks like. This little thing just appears suddenly and tries to claw you. 22 to hit.
Yep.
Just a minute, sorry.
Yep.
My Steel Defender is going to use a reaction,
Okay.
which is deflect attack. It can impose disadvantage on an attack roll of one creature that I can see within 5 feet of me, other than the Steel Defender. So, can you please re-roll that?
Reroll. Yeah, 18 to hit. That's 5 piercing damage, and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Eight is a fail. You take 7 poison damage, and you're poisoned for 1 minute.
That makes sense. 7 plus 5, yeah. How much damage I've taken?
Yes, in total, yep. And poison for 1 minute, so you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. And you can repeat that saving throw at the end of each of your turns. Okay. Slink.
So the vampire thing hasn't acted yet.
Hasn't had a turn, no.
No. Okay. It's going to sneak attack.
Yep. So moving up.
Good. That's not what I want. So that's 15.
So where you headed to attack? Oh, you've got, what's your reach?
I've got a 10 foot.
10 foot, so you basically
go straight over.
going straight over.
Yeah.
Okay. How much was it?
15.
Hits.
Where's your recycling bin?
I left it downstairs, next to the oven. Just open the door and put it in there.
Just a couple of D6.
Next to the oven.
Oh, next to the oven.
Yeah.
Not in the oven. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Just in there, it's fine.
Yeah, I made the same mistake the other day when you said, I thought you'd sit in the oven.
No.
Yeah, places.
You're out of fire!
Sneak attack, and because it hasn't acted yet, 31 points of damage from that hit.
I'm sorry, what? 31.
D8 plus 5 plus 5d6 for the sneak attack plus 2d6 for the surprise.
Yeah, Jesus. Okay.
Because it hasn't moved yet.
Excellent. And that's a non-magical weapon?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see that for the session. I'm assuming you're going to need it again.
Hopefully, yeah.
She down?
She's looking near death.
Uh,
She's bleeding profusely from a lot of parts of black blood everywhere.
Well,
Yeah.
technically she's already
Yeah.
dead. So
that's everything I can do. I don't. Yeah, rogues don't get second attacks.
Okay.
So could you move the posit for a second? Whether I want to move anywhere or
What am I moving?
could you
The handout.
move the hand out of the posit?
Ah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll move 10 feet into the corner.
Yep. This map is so big, it is lagging. Move, come on. Okay, you moved into the corner.
Cool.
It's just taking its time. Oh, it's drawing lines? Why is it drawing lines? Move.
You're in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's it for me.
Wow. Here we go. Okay. This one here is attacking Maesira.
Am I not next? Well, they roll pretty.
Oh, sorry, you're next. Yeah, sorry. You're before them. Yep.
Right.
Just before.
How would you read this? Unarmed Strike. When you use the attack action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So is that a further?
You only get one bonus action.
Yeah, but you can use that bonus action as an unarmed strike. So
Yes.
bonus
Yeah.
actions can't to attack.
But does Flurry of Blows take your
Yeah.
bonus action other if you don't?
Yeah.
So that's basically your one free attack without spending a key point. But Flurry of Blows
Right.
is your key point.
To make 2 as a bonus action. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You only get one no matter what, so
Okay.
yeah, it's just your choice.
All right. Okay, so I'll use my action to use Hour of Weeping. As an action, each creature within 30 feet of you that you can see must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, DC 15, or be frightened of you until the end of your next turn. Each.
Does that
Each
include
creature.
us?
No, I guess enemies, right?
Does it say that? Does it say of your choosing or something like that? Along those lines?
At 6th level, you gain the ability to unsettle or terrify those around you as an action, for your soul has been touched by the shadow of death. When you take this action, each creature within 30 feet of you that can see
It's everyone.
succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of you until the end of your next turn. What does being frightened of me mean?
They try to run away from you, basically.
Yeah,
aren't you?
all we can do is try
Must
and
move
run
away.
from you.
But surely that doesn't. They can't.
We can't attack, or we just can't move close.
Isn't it we can't attack him?
You can't
Oh, we
attack
have to
me.
move away.
Yeah.
We don't have to move. We just can't move
Right.
towards him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we have disadvantages on attacking. Okay.
But surely that would mean.
Yeah. Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature cannot move willingly closer to the source of its fear. But yes, that sounds like it's everyone. Usually it states of your choosing or enemies or something in there, but it says nothing. It means everyone within 30 feet.
Disadvantage.
Oh, okay, well then let me not do that then if that's okay.
Okay.
Do it.
I don't know these people.
Yeah, do it.
Right?
100%.
It'll keep them all away from us as well because a creature can't
Right.
move. A frightened creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Mm.
So all those ones over the backside would just.
Okay, let's try that then.
I don't really like disadvantage. It doesn't matter if I get it again.
Okay, so that's my action, and then as my bonus action,
That's everyone in the room. Okay.
so do you want to throw it? Because
What's the saving throw?
it's a saving throw on 15. DC 15.
Wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw.
Alright, I'll start from the top and work my way down.
Yeah, sorry.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Last. Last.
13.
One with the red dots have failed, just so you know. I can actually do it. Holy shit.
That wisdom saving throw?
Should be fine on his clerics.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah.
Are we given like an opportunity to try and break it? Or we
Well,
just,
if you pass it, then it's
so like we don't get a roll each turn?
no. Oh, no, it's just one turn.
I just want to
Just one
So
turn?
it's the end of me.
Your next turn. Do it.
In front of you until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
Okay.
So what happens as you do this? Like, what?
So a shadow.
What do we
comes
do?
in.
Yeah, I just like
just take them off and just scream.
yeah, I just what's grammatically cinematic. I just like, yeah, just kind of like, not scream, but just out like this, and it's kind of like
Green
black
shadows.
Yeah, black. Yeah. And it's like black tendrils, kind of like smoke, and black tendrils, kind of like.
That's me.
So.
The dead shall not rise again.
You guys are probably like, who is this guy?
What the fuck?
Yeah, we're in the corner.
Worried about the vampire or this dude?
I like the bird.
Alright, ones with the red all failed. All done.
Very cool. Okay. And then as a as a bonus action, let me just do my bonus actions. Which is the best step. Unarmed Strike. Yeah, I'll just do another Unarmed Strike on her. So just a normal one.
Yep.
So that is 28 to hit.
This is the vampire spawn.
Yep.
Hits.
And that will be 8 damage.
Okay, done.
Just blood.
Still a lot.
Then, actually, she will be pushed back 5 feet.
Okay.
Is she scared of me?
She is.
Okay.
Just one inch punched.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Okay. Hold on. The one next to you is now attacking you, as they were going to do before.
That one didn't get scared.
And it did not. 18 to hit.
18.
I hit you with a longsword, just so you know. That's 5 necrotic damage, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
19.
That's pass, you're fine. And you are hit a second time. Sword.
Should damage first one. You didn't say. Yes, you
I didn't roll it, did I? I'll do it after this. 21 to hit the second one.
Yep.
I'll roll for damage for both of them.
So do I do necrotic save again, or
Yes.
that's 20?
It's a save, so 8 damage for the first one. Second one. 9 damage. Okay, they're done. Now it's the zombies' turn, which is over here, which is moving away from you, so
So they just try and move as far as away.
Yeah.
They
possible.
don't have to. They just can't move closer to you.
I don't know.
No, so they don't.
Oh, that's
run
what it
away.
said, didn't it? So it can't do anything. It's just going to stand there.
So you just can't move closer to you. Just-
I thought they would.
No, it's not like Turn Dead where they run away. They run away for like a minute or whatever. it is.
Oh, yeah.
Well, sorry. Can I, in retrospect, can I just move down 1 so it'd still be an attack range with that? The one that did hit me.
Yep.
I just moved down 1. Sorry, I thought they would have moved. They were all moving.
Gotcha.
Alright.
You will be
cool.
so
You can't do
but
anything?
They still got this thing.
Oh, did you? Oh no, yeah, you want to pass.
Spawn has to move away from you.
Doesn't have to.
Doesn't have to move away, doesn't. But it can't move towards you, but it can attack you, assuming.
With disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Riding creature has disadvantage on abilities and attack rolls. Okay. It's hour in line or something. Try and hit you with the claws first. 18 to hit.
On disadvantage?
Ah, that's right. Roll again. 11, that misses. Second, it tries to bite you. $19 to hit.
Yes.
22 or a 19. So.
Okay.
Six piercing damage. And 4 necrotic damage. And your hit point maximum is reduced by that. And you do visibly see it heal a few of the wounds.
Still shaky though.
Yeah.
Is that permanent? Maximum hit points? That's fantastic.
Sorry?
Is that permanent loss of maximum?
Until it get regained by a long rest.
Okay.
Okay, the zombie's turn. Will be attacking you as well. Nice. I see you.
I shouldn't have. I thought they would
No.
again, yeah, move. They wouldn't want to be right next to me. But okay, okay, good to know.
12 doesn't hit, does it?
No.
Next zombie is nowhere near anyone and cannot move forward. Danaeus.
So, since I'm basically double blocked in attacking, I'm gonna summon my wildfire spirit right in between the spawn and the zombie, like to the left in that square. I made a token. Do you want me to just pop that into the spawn now?
Yeah, sure.
I realized I did that, so I'm just gonna
I think it's a good idea setting a token to the head knight.
Yeah, you can do it,
Yes.
yeah.
That's where I got it from, just in case.
Thank you. Load token. Where were you placing him?
So I'm gonna pop him right between the vampire and the zombie, that square.
Okay, that one there.
Give you that.
Is that cat doing something?
Yep. Something at the sink. Oh, okay.
Something you shouldn't. Yep.
Give me the other one, the paper that I put in there.
Right.
There we go.
And so, all creatures within 10 foot of where I summon him have to take a dex save throw of 16.
Dex save. And they've got disadvantage on saving throws, do they?
No,
Abilities. Okay, that's alright then. 15? What was
16.
it? 15. So the vampire spawn failed.
Within how many feet?
10 feet.
Oh, thank God. Oh, okay.
Not math.
Dex. And the other zombie failed. And the one at the top as well. That's 10 feet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, 10, yeah. And the other zombie on the other side. Okay. That zombie first. That one passed.
Sorry. Alright, thanks for
Passed. Alright, so the two closest failed and the two further away passed. Got there. Looks good. Roast?
Yeah. Good old mum and dad. Let's see what.
Sausages. They take 7 fire damage.
Okay.
2 that succeed don't take any. And as my bonus action, it is going to.
You'll open that.
Okay, it's going to use Flame Seed on the one kind of.
That one?
behind the pillar.
Is that a pillar?
It's a chandelier.
Yeah, chandelier.
Oh, chandelier. Okay. It's going to use Flame Seed on that one.
Okay. What's Flame Seed do? I can't say I've heard of that one.
It's basically just a ranged attack. So you're just going to like basically lose that zombie.
Mhm.
Wow.
Okay, so plus
Yep.
8. 16?
16 hits.
And it's 1d6 plus 4 damage. 6 more fire damage.
Done. All done?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm not. No, because if I move, I'm gonna get it again.
Yep.
And I have to roll for poison, don't I?
Yes.
I might just say that.
So is it just d20 for that?
Yeah. It was a saving throw. Constitution, wasn't it? I think Constitution.
Yeah.
Trying to find it again.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, con. Yep.
16.
That's a
16.
pass. You're fine. Yeah. Tug.
Tug. Alright, Tug has been slowly backing away into the corner, breathing getting more and more rapid. All the fighting's going on around him. The noises is dissociating, and then he just let out this huge yell, and starts running up. The 4 enemies that are closest to us.
Yep.
There's 4 in a row just below
Yeah.
Meta, and there's one above as well.
Yeah, if you want to, those 4, the next turn, or until the start of my next turn, people get advantage on attacking against them.
Sure.
The
And
closest 4. So we're looking at the closet over here. And you got the...
Oh, anything, so I've moved diagonally,
Okay.
1 square,
Over to that.
and so the 5, well, diagonally down, yeah, and then so the 5 creatures, the 5 creatures that are around me,
5, okay.
within the 10-foot radius.
10 foot, there's 4. 1, 2, 3,
Five.
5. Yep. Okay.
So everyone gets a advantage on attacking them next turn.
Lovely.
And I'm just gonna point my staff and just yell and let out 2 guiding bolts at level 5.
Ooh. Is that at the one in front of you?
And yes, that one, and the vampire spawn.
And vampire spawn. Okay.
One of each.
Yep. And because I get to roll at advantage, thank God. 13. It's 13 hit.
13 does not hit.
And then the next one is 19 hit.
19 hits.
Alright, so the vampire spawn
Jesus.
is going to take 27 points of radiant damage as this blast hits it in the middle of the fucking forehead.
So easy when you do like all those weird things on
It incinerates the vampire spawn and does not exist any longer.
Nice.
And you
Yeah,
just see
it's done.
Doug standing there. And that's my turn.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, congratulations, first goal.
Yeah,
There we go. Let's go.
You can't do anything. Spark.
Ooh. How's the ones that have been hurt looking around? Like that one that's up the top to the left,
Oh, it's looking okay.
and the one that's this
Was
one
it?
is whatever was
It looks
whatever.
fine. Everyone looks fine, really.
Oh,
That's-
okay.
I think we're all focused on the vampire.
Yeah, killed the vampire on small business. They haven't had any hit points taken.
Someone's attacked this zombie here, I think. That's about it.
That's the only one that's had speak points. Alright, well I will ask for a wisdom saving throw of 18, please. Hit against that.
I'll send a picture through of the one that's next to you as well. 'Cause he looks a bit different. This one here. I really wish one had names on it, but
Mm.
No.
The one that attacked me.
yeah.
I will. Right, well I might change my hit stuff. No, I've said the zombie. I'll go with the zombie. Wisdom saving throw of 18.
That zombie.
succeeded or?
Failed.
Oh. Just 11 points of damage.
11. It is falling apart. There's not much left of him. Scrambling along.
That is me, thank you.
Okay. This little guy is going to try and take a bite of Danaeus again.
At disadvantage.
He's got disadvantage, does he?
Because my steel defender is within weapons defensive.
Oh, okay.
Disadvantage against.
Yep. Is that still active, is it?
It's basically I designated the target until I choose to make it.
Got it. Okay, rolling disadvantage. Yeah, I definitely failed that. It's only got one attack. It's done. Slink.
Okay. Attacking the. Was it you, Sam, or something that did?
That's something that so.
Anytime we attack them, we get advantage.
Oh, we've got advantage like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So attacking the one sort of diagonally lower to the one next to Tug.
Next to Tug.
The right.
Yeah,
it's
I think
actually
the
Tug. Yeah.
white.
Yeah, the white.
I think it's the yeah, the one. Yeah.
The what?
Yep. So we're at advantage on attack. So that looks very good. Okay. So that is a 21 to hit.
Hits.
8. Twenty-four points of damage.
What type of damage was it?
Piercing.
Piercing. Excellent.
No, that's it.
Mesira.
You're up.
Right.
I'll check the right.
Yep.
Hit it for the star.
Mm-hmm.
13.
Against the white. Does not hit.
Was that an advantage? Nothing.
And then bonus action. No, that was
Advantage.
it's a bit slow. So push it a few times and must. I told you I pushed it. How could it be? Wait a minute, that's bizarre.
Yeah.
Something's
Oh,
bugged. I think you might need to refresh.
Yeah.
It's bugged out.
13 again. Do it roll in physical dice for the bit. What do you want?
Yeah.
D20.
Cute.
I stop roll, return 13.
14 plus 9. So 24.
Hits.
Alright. That was the advantage on the.
Yep.
Okay, so.
Yeah, that's which is all. 13, 13, 13,
Yeah.
13, 13. Probably that
The
happens.
chances of that, yeah. Very high.
Yeah, right. So that's 1d6 plus 5. Oh, there we go. How much is it?
It's 11 for one hand or 9 for the two hand?
We'll use it one-handed.
That doesn't make sense.
Yep.
It's 1d6 plus 5 unhanded, so much roll d6, I guess.
Oh, rolled a higher. Yeah, that's weird. Could have rolled the same dice.
Two-handed, it's a d8.
Ah, that's why. Okay.
Okay, so
going one-handed?
first one.
Yep.
And then Unarmed Strike. So, yeah. Just pushing it once.
13.
14.
Oh, that's it. They did another roll for it.
Yeah. We just did it. That didn't hit. Right. 14 doesn't hit.
14 hits. You
Okay.
never know, you could get a nat 20.
Why not?
You just want the dice? I'm thinking right here. You can...
Anyway. 15 plus...
Hits.
Okay, so... as Unarmed Strike, 1d6 plus 6. 10 damage.
10 damage. He's not looking very healthy after that 10. All done?
Yep.
And it is now their turn.
That moves back 5 feet.
Back 5 feet. Away from you. Okay. Pushing that way.
Unoccupied space of my choice, I guess.
That one? Does that work?
Yeah.
Go the other way and then Tug gets the attack advantage.
Which way?
You said it down.
Go down to the left. Just get Tug get
Yep.
the attack block.
Okay.
So would I.
Yep, okay.
Sorry.
So would I.
Yep.
What did you?
No, if you moved it down diagonally.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, is it backwards or just 5 foot of your choice?
Yeah, that's true.
Just goes up in the air.
Everyone gets it.
Yeah.
While the tattoos on your skin, your unarmed strikes are considered magical for the purpose of overcoming immunity and resistance to non-magical attacks, and you gain a +1 bonus to attack. Oh, well, as a bonus action, no. So, am I looking wrong? No.
If forced movement does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
There you go.
I don't think that was.
That
Yeah.
doesn't really matter.
Okay. All done?
Yep.
It's moved. It's going to move back forward again and attack you, Masiro. Doesn't like you.
Good job, Birdie.
16 does not hit, does it? Second attack with a longsword. 20 hits.
Yep. These are all disadvantaged, right? Still poison.
Constitution saving throw. That's 7 necrotic damage for that.
There it is.
That's a fail. Max is reduced by that as well.
Without cure wounds.
Nope. Long rest only.
Sorry, how much damage was it?
7.
7.
Okay, zombie. It's over here. Attacking Masiro as well.
Yep, you guys will.
Put everything back in.
Yep.
Just wants to roll.
We'll have to do a D20.
Yeah.
21 and a 20. I'm assuming 20 hits.
Yep.
Zombie hits for 4 bludgeoning.
Jeez.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah, quick enough.
I'm assuming the grasshopper could get hit. Yep. It's being attacked. Zombie. 6?
To hit the spirit?
Yeah.
Yeah, ooh, actually, I don't think so. 13.
I'm definitely not hitting it then. That guy can't move forward. Danaeus' turn.
Burning hands. It says you put your hands together. But because I have Warcaster, I have my sickle shield. My sickle I can use as a focus.
Yep.
And I put the belt.
Yes.
Yeah?
Use that as a focus instead. Yep.
Okay, I'm going to pass.
Hey, if you don't want your dice, just get rid of it.
Burning hands on the closet and with the 15-foot cone, I'm hoping it's also going to hit.
And he'll get the zombie as well behind it.
as well.
Yep.
Perfect.
That's you.
That's a sit. 6.
Burning hands.
2 10s.
Yep. They both need to make a dex.
Dex. Was it first? Was it got 11?
They need a 16.
Failed. And the zombie. And the zombie failed too.
Yeah, I have advantage on this.
Yep.
Alright, I get to do 3d6 fire damage.
Jeez.
4, 8, 11. 11.
They are both crispy fried.
Nice. Nice.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna command my spirit to do the flaming seed again.
Yep.
On flaming seed. On the one next to the top.
Next time. Yep.
That's 6 plus 8, 14.
14 hits.
And that's a 1d6 plus 8.
8 damage. Okay, done.
Then I'm gonna move backwards into.
Where are you? Yep. There we go. Excellent. Tug.
So this, I think it's the Wraith. It's who did it attack? It attacked you, didn't it? Yeah. And meanwhile, it hasn't seen Tug at its knee level. It grabs its quarterstaff and just whacks the shin with a booming blade.
Booming blade.
Yeah, that's right. That's a 28 to
That
hit.
hits.
And so then that's a 8 points of lightning damage.
It is dead.
That's second kill for you.
And you just as it hits, just the kneecap just like explodes. Mind the quarterstaff.
Okay, he falls down dead. Minus a leg. Can't do anything.
And Tug's just gonna swivel around and point the quarterstaff at the other zombie. You're next! Yeah, my turn.
Alright, Spark.
Spark is going to who's out of the zombies who's being hurt most?
None.
None of them being hurt.
Nope. Oh, look fine.
Also, no one has it.
I will do good old Toll of the Dead, thank you very much. 18 wisdom saving throw please for one of those zombies.
Definitely fail.
Okay, and they haven't taken any damage already.
You guys warm enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sit next to them.
10 damage, thank you very much.
10 damage.
That is much enough.
Very nice.
Oh, sorry, no, I'm going to move. I'm going to move around.
You're hitting the closest one, weren't you?
Yeah,
Right next to the madness.
Yep.
yeah, the one next to fence is fine.
Okay.
And I'm going to move one square up on my steel defender.
Just trying to steal your pen.
Thank you.
One steel defender's moving up, or both of you?
I am riding the steel.
You're riding it?
defender.
Yeah. No, not both of you.
Not looking, but Fog of War is not on. On my.
You might need to refresh your roll 20.
Okay.
'Cause it's on, definitely. It's just lagging so much, I think it's having issues. Try not to look at everything.
Not looking.
There'll be too much to look at. It's a huge map.
5 dragons?
And as my bonus action, I'll reach out this like little clockwork dragon, and I'll pass it on to the bird. And be like, "Would you like this?"
Not the time.
And I'll put the clockwork dragon in the pocket. Yeah.
You caught Tug's eye.
Ah, Slink.
I'll take a 5-foot step down.
Yep.
So I'm going to attack the zombie next to the mantis.
Mhm.
Major error.
It's having issues.
Nice.
The virtual tabletop has encountered fatal error.
It's a 26 to hit.
Yes.
Whenever I play Monopoly or Risk, it's normally my system not over the table.
Not people come, unfortunately.
The game you're playing
Might
not
have to
about.
restart and just.
21 points of piercing damage.
It is dead. It falls down with a moan and. All done?
Yep.
Nice zero.
Actually, I moved down another 10 feet.
10 feet?
Next to the mantis.
Oh, Tug's prediction was right.
Excellent.
Can. This is loading, so I'm happy to wait until next turn.
Okay, holding your turn.
Yeah.
They can't do anything. Danaeus.
I'm going to. That's 30 foot. I'm going to move down 2 squares.
Those two.
Should put me within range to Thorn with the one at the very bottom. Is he within 30 feet?
I think so.
Are we supposed to see those?
Yeah, you can see that.
So I'm going to Thorn with him. It's 18.
Hits.
And he takes 2d6.
This one drags it towards you, doesn't it, Thorn?
Yes, like 10 feet close to myself.
Okay.
7 damage for piercing.
7 piercing. Yeah. And 10 feet closer to you.
Then I'm gonna bonus action fiery seed. Thay one.
Okay.
It's plus 8. 24.
Hits.
10 damage.
It's falling apart. There's not much left of that zombie. It's still moving. Tug.
No.
I can.
Yep, you can go if you want.
No, wait. It's still loading. Just, but is that their turn? Or...
Whose turn?
That's tough.
Oh, okay.
They can't move, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hasn't that gone up though? It was only for one turn.
Not for me. No,
The fear.
yeah, it was. Yeah, not mine. I'm not talking about my one. That ended.
Oh, did it?
I just thought.
The fear only went for one.
Ah,
Yeah,
did it?
yeah. Sorry.
I thought it was ongoing. Okay.
If you would like to,
No.
I mean, DM's prerogative.
Alright.
So they can.
Okay. Tug's turn.
It's too cute.
I think Tug's just gonna, still in fright, hold an attack action if they run towards him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Comes up and slams itself into Danaeus. It's roll 20 is pretty much jammed, but it's moved up.
I'm not within range of me.
I'm assuming 7 doesn't hit.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Just
Spark.
you know, it's pretty. You get a bit of role playing before things get serious.
Moved.
Yeah. Gotta establish your character. You know.
There we go. Spark or Masera. That's who's to go before the round finishes.
Yep. You want to go, Spark?
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out a pistol, and I am going to fire a pistol at the one that's quite far away. Yeah. Really, which one looks worse?
One that's closer.
Does?
Yeah.
What do you need pistol? You just pull out a button to lock, or
It's
Pretty much.
pretty much a pistol. So it's a plus 10 to hit. So, 11 plus, so 22 to hit. And then it becomes a d10 plus 6. So it's locked up. Still on my ring. It's that puppy. That's not. That's puppy. 8 plus 6. So 14 damage from my pistol. And you'll see that as normal pistols need to be like reloaded, this one seems to have a magical mechanism where it gets the bullet just he's already in there.
Oh!
Don't need to
No
reload.
reload.
Yeah. That zombie is down. He just fell over as soon as you shot him. He's dead.
Which dragon? Yeah, are you sure? This dragon's going in your pocket. You're not pushing the dragon into your pocket. It will come in use later. Trust me.
You put it in there. I'm not even.
Tug's hand says,
I knock your hand.
Slink.
Should I go?
Yeah, you can go if you want.
Okay. So yeah, I'll go down and
Kappa.
to there. Oh, does that not come up? Oh yeah. Okay. And I will. I'll. Did you move it?
Huh? I haven't touched anything.
Strange. Anyway, I'll attack that one.
Yep.
There. So that would be with single hand. What's we got advantage still?
Yeah.
11.
no advantage.
11 hits.
Eight damage.
8 damage. Okay.
Still alive? But
Still alive.
Still standing. Sure.
Still standing.
Okay then. And then I will use. Unarmed Strike. Like that is a 16. Is hits.
Yep.
Would be a 7. Oh, also 7 damage.
7 damage. It is looking near death. Or dead death.
Real death.
Oh, Slink?
Yeah, step forward. Can I step into the space with the chandelier?
In between? Yep. Or with the chandelier?
Yeah. Can I is that low enough I can stop in that square?
Yep.
High enough, I mean. And with my sword. Ooh. That is a 24.
That hits.
Which way are you hitting though?
Got 10 for each.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So I'll go chalet. It's just.
Yeah, with a glaive at 15 feet.
Had someone in my last game, Candlekeep Mysteries, that had that. So.
I take Pole on Master as well.
Yeah.
Well, you have to.
I don't know.
Ooh, 30 points of damage.
I just massacred it. There was nothing left up. With that hit. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what weapon do you have?
And
A rapier, but I've got 5d6 sneak attack.
Sticking with point games.
Yeah.
Okay, and combat. Take a minute. That was a long battle.
Yeah, that's room 1.
That's room 1. As I said, you can roleplay or you can combat, and that happens every room.
Let's try and role playing the next room by the events.
Order complete.
I gotta say, if I come across undead,
So there's not going to be much role playing in this one.
or maybe
Sorry, there's going to be role playing, but not much.
maybe I need to, yeah.
I mean, we can always blindfold her.
Yeah. I like that idea.
I'll blind her Japanese on him for the
Yeah.
If
We
what
can do
we
that.
can see there is other people or whatever, that's a shitload of them.
They don't look up.
Unfortunately. Yet.
Yeah.
We can change that.
So you are migrant to Canberra, or you're a local?
3 or 4 years ago I moved here. Yes, somewhere out there.
From
Orange. New country test.
okay.
The classic story of moving to a big city.
Bumpkinville to civilization.
Just a small town boy.
Where's
No.
Orange? And is it like past the
Uh,
it's near Dubbo, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like 3-ish hours that way.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I came for uni, realized I'm not uni type, and now I just kind of feel like full time.
Nice.
I'm just chilling at the moment. I should probably go back. What?
I always went with the adage: C's get degrees.
Mine will pass the path.
Yeah.
Question for the door.
Mm.
Could I say, could I have the spell Find Familiar? Could I have cast that and had my familiar on as part of my general?
Sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like a rat?
Emergency landline.
Don't worry, it'll come in handy later on.
I just give you a laugh.
It's on fucking iron.
Oh no, have a buddy either up.
Oh yeah.
No.
Thanks, snack.
No. Thanks. Not this fat is not for eating. I'll help you later. You can stay.
Just look at the others. What do I do in this situation?
So I turn to the group and I say, these abominations cannot be allowed to. I use quotation. Live.
So looking around, can I see
Oh, can we search the
person
room?
that's
Yes.
yeah.
He's actually
No,
started to
no. If you've watched Dodgeball,
ascend the stairs.
Oh, he's coming towards us.
Yeah.
I want the name Paul Goodman,
There a picture of him.
the one who runs the gym.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The tyrant, the oh no, sorry, the what's his name?
Guys.
Zoolander.
Ben Stiller.
Yeah, Ben Stiller. Yeah. That's okay. Nobody makes me
Noticing there's someone approaching us.
Oh,
It's like a pale human in lavish clothes. It's ascending the stairs. He looks around and he I'm assuming no one's stopping him.
I go.
Before he gets too close, what's everyone's health? Like, is anyone
Pretty-
Mine's
a bit
good.
injured?
Yeah, I'm not 100% there. Am I still limited on my HP? Oh, I'm still a long rest, right?
Long rest.
Yeah, so I'm 42 out of 10 for 54.
Okay.
I mean, if it doesn't take any of your spell slots.
I don't think you got 500 gold for bottle potions and stuff.
Yeah, he's a monk, doesn't buy anything.
There you
Gives away as
I
much.
have no need for these lovely possessions.
No, I've yet to go through and bulk them up.
Okay. Buy some potions.
Yeah.
Please.
I forgot I wrote that out on a separate bit of paper.
Although
I spent nearly all of it on potions.
Yeah, I've got like
I think I had
8 potions.
yeah.
I might do a wounds him at level 2.
Mm-hmm.
I think you've got.
What is it? It's 2d8.
What's his face? Like spoken to us or anything?
No, no.
It's not- I
Hasn't
can
even
add
really
a
looked at
D8
you.
to all healing spells while my familiar is out.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's not much. It's 6.
No. Thank you.
So that means I move up behind him to kill him. So
Mm-hmm.
you're behind because
So yeah, he's not even paying us attention. He's just
No.
wandered into the room.
Oh, I'm gonna back up onto the teleportation circle and just
You're backing up into
just,
the corner.
just see if I can hide behind Spark.
Okay.
Spark will go down and meet him. Hello, good sir. We're here to conduct an audit.
I'm gonna continue searching the bodies.
I go up
Yep.
to it and I say, point my quarterstaff. Abomination. You cannot be allowed.
He hasn't even taken notice of you. He's like, he just picks the vampire spawn that was on the ground. Like, I never liked her anyways. And he just looks around the room. It's like,
What's your name, good sir?
Hey, you gotta play to your character.
I got.
you know.
Yeah.
We've got to get out of the death zone. That's what I'm hearing. There you go. That's an objective.
I am Ism. I am only here because the Red Wizards have cursed me. But I must stay in this area. But I do not like what they're doing.
Stop looking at him. What are you going to kill over?
Would you help us against them?
Sure, I do not care what you do.
Can you give us any details?
do you do here?
He walks back over here. He points down. I run the pits. And if you're looking down into the pits, you see.
Can you remove the vampire?
Oh, you can't see. You see about 10 human commoners and one person in full gold armor attacking this thing. What was it called? Bring up its picture.
It's a lot like
Yeah. Ow.
So sorry, they're in a battle?
Yeah, they're fighting.
It's,
Time to camp.
Yeah.
There you go.
not a fan.
Yes, they endlessly fight until their will is broken. Very mundane.
So the person in gold armor.
Yep.
People that we
So
told about.
are your people trying to kill these things, or
Cat just closed everything. Oh, they try to, but then another one just spawns.
Is this kind of like a gambling gig or like a defending gig? Like,
Yeah.
get up to your dice, man?
Are
Neither.
you watching them or are you helping?
Neither. I just make sure the commoners, the humans or whoever is sent here are broken eventually.
What's the lady in the gold?
Some elf warrior. Yeah, I think he does. I vaguely heard it during his screaming at me.
What did it vaguely sound
Is
like?
it Kelson by any chance?
Yeah, those two names that were
Let me check.
I was on the
Kelson and Shalendor.
Oh, yeah, Shalendra. I think that's the name.
Mind if we have a chat with her?
If you must, you can go in the pit if you'd like. I really do not care.
So they're all fighting in the pit.
Yep.
We're just having a conversation up the top. So I'm not doing anything.
So by losing their will to live, do you mean end up like you? You don't really seem to give a shit what's going on here.
Myra is head cocked, trying to listen for something. And nods and says to the vampire.
Adventure go.
Man,
Recommendation. You may continue for now.
I can potentially get her. How deep is the pit?
The pit. 15 feet lower than the floor around it and imbued with magic.
Sorry, did I look away and has one of the commoners died, or has she just?
No, she moved.
Oh, she moved. Gotcha.
Um,
By the way, what time do you want to go to, Sean?
up to you guys.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move.
9:30 at the latest.
I
I'm
can
gonna move.
potentially get her out of the pit.
Through magic? Like, is it through a magic barrier?
With that potential.
Okay.
I'm gonna ride my steel defender down to the bottom of the stairs and just start unleashing all of the dead on this thing.
On the demon?
On the demon while it's been surrounded by commoners until it dies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anyone else wants to
Well,
join in to
Hey.
get the.
I have boots of flying, winged boots. I don't remember it saying how much I can carry, what kind of weight I can carry while I'm flying. I'm wondering if I can fly in and grab her and fly out.
Looking at the magical fly, there's a feeling that you don't want to go near it.
With my bugbearness, I consider one size larger for what I can lift and
Yeah, makes sense.
carry and stuff.
Doesn't say anything about weight. As long as you're not over encumbered, should be fine.
Okay.
The floor of the pit was like magic.
Mm.
Are you guys talking about this in front of him?
I asked him opinions on if someone left.
I do not care. No one's watching us really anymore. I haven't seen them in eons. But
You used to watch.
there was a Thrall that came by and a few other minions.
At this point, I've moved down to the bottom of the stairs now.
Sorry, just quickly, did we
Yep.
find anything on the
Oh,
bodies
wrong
of
one.
the,
Nope.
the mob we killed? No.
Nothing in particular.
Cool. Well, yeah, I'm happy if you guys will cover me and shoot it, whatever. If that demon thing comes
I'm
up.
already shooting it.
Cool.
Doing between Toll of the Dead and doing my pistol, and
Cool.
every
Cool.
6 seconds I'm throwing something at the whatever the thingamajig in the center is.
I'll drop my pack
Bless you.
and walk down to the edge of the pit, then fly down and try and lift the golden armored one and fly back out of the pit.
Are you doing that, or
Yes.
as soon as you move towards it, he's like, if you enter, you will not be able to leave that area.
Okay.
That's when you tried to go into the.
Yeah, so as soon as I moved towards it, he said, the vampire said, if you enter, you won't be able to leave. Is there any way you can buy me a few moments?
No, I do not control that.
So can't leave ever.
No, I believe that's the way it works. They have been there a fair while. Except for the one in gold armor. He came recently.
I'm gonna kind of just wander close-ish,
What if we throw a rope, maybe?
and
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna have a look at it and see if I can notice like anything about the magic. Like, is there anything for me to
Can-
notice about the magic?
Pistol.
Okay. Where do you go up to?
Kind of. Can I see anything from where I am right now, or do I have to go close?
Where's the edge of the? So is the edge of the pit the?
The black
Okay.
line, basically.
Yeah.
You do see like a blue visible force field around that area.
I'm
Oi.
gonna grab my pack, put my pack back on, walk down to 10 feet from the edge, tie a loop in my rope, and throw it down and scream, yell at the, yo elf, grab the rope.
10 feet from the edge.
Yeah.
And while we're
So
moving
one-
around,
one
my
square further
familiar
forward
just follows
and
me.
up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm slowly gonna follow along
There
and
you go.
wait at the top of the steps.
Within 10 feet. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Shit. Whoops.
Tug's moved down as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, 21.
Okay, that's a
Thank you,
pass.
nice.
You're fine. You do feel sort of like a pull towards that area, but nothing happens.
Is my magic doing anything against the creature in the center?
Which magic are you putting it against it?
I'm doing a shot, and then I'm doing Toll of the Dead.
Oh,
That's what I've been doing the whole time
Yeah.
that I've been at the bottom of the
you
stairs.
think it's going through? Sure.
But no visible reaction for anything in there.
Does the elf react when I throw the rope down?
He's barely noticed it. He's in combat. He can't hear you.
Okay. I'll pull the rope back and try.
Well, he didn't respond when you yelled out to him.
Yeah. Pull the rope back and try and actually.
Lasso him.
Lasso
All right.
him.
Give us a dexterity roll.
So you got like acrobatics.
Hmm.
Stick
Oi! What are you doing over there?
in the sink again.
Something in the sink.
Yeah, go with acrobatics.
16.
Oh, that was a. I know I'm not supposed to do it.
What are you trying to do?
Yes.
How'd you go?
16.
16. Excellent. You secured around him.
Trying to drag him in.
All right, give us a strength roll.
Can anybody help me with this?
I'm busy firing!
Anybody? Anybody?
I have +8 to strength. Well, no, not +8. I have 8 strength total.
Ah.
So -1.
Yeah.
You see the look at the 2 foot old who just looks back at you like,
Yeah.
not really a whole lot in there. Like,
I look around and just go. Where should I hang on?
Grab the rope. Pull with me.
I'll send my steel defender assist.
Cool. Thank you. So
Advantage.
advantage. Ooh, 17.
Steel defender's got some strong strength.
18.
Full down.
That's just a
18.
strength roll.
Excellent. Yeah, pretty much drag him all the way there.
Cool.
Or them, I should say. Okay.
Have a bit. Have a bit.
yeah.
Once they come to their senses, they remove their helmet, and you can see their face.
Up in H.
Shalom. She looks around and kneels in front of Schlink. Like, I thank you for your assistance. I've been there for weeks.
Well, you're very welcome. It looks like an abomination to me. If you'll help me, I'll see if we can get the rest of them out.
Oi! My God. You want to save the other ones?
Mm.
And so you go do that one by one, just lasso them. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just say that you did that and you get them all out eventually.
Cool.
So they just fight in with this thing.
Yeah.
There's no like, none of them are dying or anything like that. They just.
They're constantly being healed, put it basically.
Oh.
You do see them take injuries and then they're just healed straight away.
And you pulled the demon out? What? Yeah.
But they just look like human commoners. There's nothing
Yeah.
else about them. They don't have weapons. They've just been punching with their fists.
Tell them to just go and hide in the teleport as close as they can to the teleport where we
Okay.
were before. We'll do our best to come back and get them out.
So what was the vampire's name again? His son.
Yeah.
You wrote some stuff.
So the elf shall I move her up? Doesn't look injured at all.
No, looks absolutely fine. No injuries whatsoever. Where was the details about her? Dane's captured me while we were assaulting the Blood Gate.
Is there any other information you've got?
We were told somebody else came in with you.
We were separated. I have not seen him for a while. And she knows some lore.
What's her
Incorporate the
reaction
jokes.
to the vampire? Was she kind of reacting to him? She's
Yeah.
just ignoring him, kind of.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
not really noticed.
What's the vampire doing while we're doing this?
Oh, he's just watching.
People on lost the will.
I'll ask him if he's got any gate keys that can help us get around the place.
I do. And he takes one out of his robes, hands it over.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Where will that get us through? What gates will that work on?
It goes to all gates in this area. That's primarily it links to the predator pools.
Do you happen to have a map of this area?
Predator pools.
Doesn't sound like where we want to go, does it?
I do, in fact.
You've got a map. Ah.
And he pulls a scroll and hands you over a map.
Oh, nice.
So he said that goes to all the areas in the prison area?
Um,
All of them, or
abyssal.
just
yeah, in the abyssal prisons that connect out. Yep. Primarily the predator pools.
And what's in the predator pools? Obviously
Predators in the pools, mainly.
There's nothing.
Let's say something.
No shinies, nothing worth looting.
I believe there is, if that's what you're after. Yes. A lot of armor and weapons left by previous adventurers that have died.
Do you know anything about some phylactery thingamajiggy?
That is further into the Doom Vault. I have not been there myself.
You said you're going to share 2 bits of something? Something? Some law?
Yes, I'm trying to find that now.
Landru.
Some corporate law? As a legal entity.
Law, here we are. Predator pools. The Hag. I do know the Hag seeks allies in the plot against the Naga. She may be able to assist you in the next area.
What's Naga?
What's a Naga?
Naga's a big snake.
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Like an actual naga, or are we like, is this like, that's just what they're called?
That's just what they're called, I think.
Okay, so there's a group called the Naga.
Yeah.
It's not like an actual naga.
Let's see if there's actually anything in here about them.
May have not got around to setting up that section of this yet.
Half set up, yeah. So, Spirit Naga. That's all they've got on it. It's an actual beast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's the big snaky looking.
Yeah. So the vats hold power over life as well. That is all I can tell you about that.
Bats hold
I have
power-
not used it myself.
The bats hold power over the bats.
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 The bats. Power over life.
That's good them telling us that.
Yes. More features.
Did you say something that we could move, like with keys or something like that? We can move keys together or do something with the keys. So we've got a,
You can use the key to go to the other areas when you find a white gate or a black gate, depending on what it is.
sorry, the keys,
Keys open the gates, let you move.
the black gates or the white? Both. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this key that he's given us will open a black or a white. Doesn't matter which one in this area.
And I imagine it's a one-time sort of thing.
Because he said that
You can keep using the keys.
Okay.
Much as you want.
You've got to be close to it or something. Full stones or something.
If you don't have the right key, you take force damage, get pushed out.
But he said that. Do we know what the key that we were given initially? The key that we were given initially allowed us access
what
to here.
got us access to
Yeah,
here.
that's the one that got us.
So this key that we've now got from him allows us access to the whole.
So they're like area keys, I imagine.
Yeah.
Like this lets you do zone 0.
Yeah,
Then this key
exactly.
lets you go to the zone 1s and then to the zone 2. As to like.
So this key that he's got us will get us to any zone.
In our
Yeah. So
In the
like
Abyssal Prison.
anything next to us. Sort of.
Oh, so there's doors within the Abyssal Prison that you need
Yeah.
to be able to go through.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think
okay.
imagine like south there's a door probably.
Okay. I think I've got that.
I'm going to take the key that we came here with, go back into that gate, and
Yep.
see if it opens. I'll send all the commoners through.
Yep, that it does.
Go on. Go on. The red lady should find you there.
Excellent.
Get you safe.
They
Wait,
all
it goes
go
back.
through.
It goes back.
Did you check that?
Sealed.
They went through the portal. Yep.
Go. I hope.
and
Hopefully
they
that.
reappear back in the pit.
They were like, yeah.
It makes sense. Yeah. I'll take the key back.
What's the DM doing right
The witch?
The one in the pit.
The one in the pit that no longer has any to fight.
He's standing there walking around.
They
Yeah.
can't seem to get out. Okay.
Okay, so we know that because how far did you get before you got the pool?
10 feet.
So you don't go within 10 feet.
Yeah.
of the pit.
I'll show you an overall map now that you've got the full thing.
Can you zoom out? Like, where else do we have exits in this room?
To the north here.
Yep.
And to the south down here.
Yeah.
And there's a room over here at the stairs.
So the hag, the two bits that we know as the hag with the nargle.
This is the map that he
Oh.
hands you.
The-
And I printed it off in A2 size. I'll pick it up from Office Works this week, but yeah, so it'll be ready for next session for you. So you can keep track of where you've been and where you're going.
What?
We're top left.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You're all the way. You're here at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
where was there any particular spot we were supposed to be?
No, we just gotta find our way through.
Gotta get bits of
Where are the
lore on
predator
it.
pools and things that he was talking about?
To the south.
Over here, this
Oh,
area,
yeah.
these pools.
Okay.
They have. Oh, okay. So it does say predator pools then.
Yeah.
Cool.
Not a fan.
What if we go out the gate at the northeast corner? Where does that take us? I'm asking Ismus.
Missing? What's his name?
Ism, sorry. Yeah.
Yes, I myself am not allowed through that area, but the Tarulvar has changed that area and locked the room. I've not been able to have access to it in a long time.
Okay, so this key you've given us won't get us through that door.
The key will get you through there, but the doors are locked beyond that. I believe Tarulvar is the only one with that key.
At least that's something to go on.
The witch.
So generally that means the predator pits and predator pools are pretty much the only way to go.
Well, no, because we can still walk around like this. We're in the abyssal prison. He's given us the key for the whole. I'm just waiting. Did you upload that onto Discord? The map?
Nope. 1 second. Copy image.
That would be awesome.
There we go.
Let's check this. Sorry.
Oh, we could go down to the room, the southeast corner. That's not through a gate or anything at the moment. We could go and check
No,
that room.
that's locked off from everyone else, so just go check that out.
Yeah.
So we're there. I assume there's like a bunch of pools. Just this is
Well,
the
surely
whole-
if she came from the bloody gate, she knows her way kind of around at least this area.
Yeah, when we asked her if she had any
how far
information.
did she get? And
Where did she come in?
Gate again?
That's where she was captured.
Where is that?
blood
Do we know
gate,
where that
no,
is?
No,
No.
the blood gate.
Yeah, the blood gate.
We just know that's where she was captured.
Do you know what area? There's the blood pens.
Probably near there.
So I'll be missing every turn. Dope. Extra attack whenever I
Yeah,
take
this
attack
okay.
option.
oh no.
Because we totally need that.
Yeah. So at the moment you're our tank.
I'm not too sure where the Bloodgate even is at this stage.
Unless I had
Yeah, she did say Bloodgate.
What's your con? Con? Constitution.
My +2. Why?
What's your D? Is it Monk's a D8?
Mm.
What's it?
yeah,
I think so.
whatever
Like
it's
monk
doing wrong.
HP.
Yeah.
50.
69 max.
Oh, 69. Yeah,
But you've been
But Alex,
reduced because they got
Yeah.
two
Oh, yeah.
hits.
Yeah,
for
When,
this
when we take a long rest. And
Yeah,
yeah.
back up.
So I'm D8 as well, and I'm 65. So that makes sense. Yeah.
Um,
that's
all
right.
do we want to
Do we take a long rest here before we go on any further?
We got juice.
Go.
No, we're good. Let's go. Stuff. I reckon we could. I mean, unless what you want to.
I'm fine. I didn't get touched, but Nasira
Fuck it.
got knocked around.
Let's go.
All right. Well, do we want to go into this room that's directly down from us?
Yeah, we may as well. That's not through a gate or anything. But while we're here, we may as well go and have a look.
And have a search around.
It's fine. When my queen calls me, that is my time. I have no need for this.
Okay. You know, we still like the band.
I thought maybe as a way to work around the big thing undead. If they're not straight away trying to attack us, then I'll roll a d20, and if it's 11 or higher, then I've cocked my head, listened for the queen. She's kind of said,
It's okay.
it's okay.
Cool.
I like that works. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, before we go down into this other room, vampire dude, is there any other information? Is there any other information you can give us?
No, but something I missed at the start is that yes, the black gates can take you back to your starting point at the gatehouse, back to Serana, where she was, where her image was, and you can rest there. So yeah, as a safe sort of area, because it's an unmapped magic gatehouse that they have control of,
Okay. Yes.
but it's still within the Doom Vault.
Sorry, I missed that. So once we go back, that's safe.
Yes.
But not this part here.
Yes.
So what you're saying is we've just put a bunch of commoners in a room they can't get out of
And can't get food.
and don't have any food.
Pretty much.
I just figured it was safer than here, and
Better than that shit.
hopefully Serrano would find them, and 'cause she said she could teleport us out if we'd wanted to.
Maybe on the way. Oh, we'll figure that one out later. I mean, they're safer than being here.
Yeah.
Elf lady, do you want to come with us?
Yes, I still have a mission here.
Did Serrana send you here voluntarily?
That she did.
Cool.
All right.
Well, let's go have a look at this room down the bottom. I guess.
I'll send the praying mantis in first. Because, if there's any traps, at least we're not going to get fucked.
Oh, whoops, wrong one. But he notices you all looking in that direction and looking out there and talking about going there. And he's like, I prefer if you did not go in there. That is where I sleep.
That's where I keep my porn.
So there's nothing.
I call it
There's no
the
other
Doom
ways
Vault.
out in there. There's no-
No, it's
Talk about
just my
your
sarcophagus.
Stuff movies.
So that's just his sarcophagus there. So nothing much probably to bother with.
Nothing else besides just a sarcophagus? No. That sounds legit to me. No further questions, sir.
Maybe leave a gift. With some company.
I'll give it out on my gifts.
Just thinking. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I was just thinking. Given that we probably want to talk more than fight, if possible, maybe it's a 75% chance. So if I roll 5 or less, it's a fail.
Cool.
Better than a 50-50, then it might be.
Because we could always decide to fight anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So.
Some person might not have a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, well, we can talk our way out of it. It's
Yeah.
probably not a bad thing.
So guts is we want to go one way or the other way, but not down to the bottom to the sarcophagus. Do we want to go to the predator pool, or do we want to go up to the rest of the abyssal prison?
Ask Sarat,
Or is
the elf, the golden armor lady. Did you go through the gate at the north, out of here?
No, we did not come into this area. We were sent elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the blood gates, and to the right was the blood.
Okay, sorry, I can see the white gates now. Yeah, I understand that.
Oh,
Isn't to right the right of this?
So there's a white gate there, which prevents. Does that we can get to the predator pools, but there's also like white gates within these abyssal prison.
Can you guys see a white gate, can you?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, on the map.
Yeah.
Oh, on the map
On
match.
big screen.
Yeah, map.
Yeah, Lich.
Yep.
So just to confirm, we were trying to find the Lich King, correct?
Well,
They were
the-
trying to find the phylacteries
Yeah.
and
To destroy them.
to destroy the phylacteries and then destroy the Lich King.
It's like a Horcrux. If we smash it, the Lich will die, I think.
and there's
Okay.
two, aren't there? There's
What's going on here?
Oh, yeah.
No,
Well,
we asking about
we've got to figure out how
what
to
the big
get to
mission
the
was, and I was
phylacteries.
saying
Ah.
we're going to find the
Destroy the
phylacteries.
phylacteries,
I was
then
saying it's
destroy
like
the
a
Lich.
Horcrux.
Yeah.
If we
There's a
destroy
few
it, the
Liches
Lich will
there.
die.
Is that two? I thought there was more. Too.
Oh.
No, I think there was two. There was the one that was
the old one,
the old
And then
one,
there
and
was-
there's the new one.
the new one.
I think is what they said.
Yeah.
Yes.
My
But
queen
the
has
old-
instructed me to kill the Liches.
Are you sure on that? Do you want to roll?
Liches get stitches.
My queen, I am my queen.
So do we want to go to the pools or do we want to go up to the? I'm going to call it room 4.
Can we go up? I thought that way was the doors were locked.
No. Which way did you say the doors are locked?
Beyond the other room that's next there, yeah.
When you mention like follow my queen, Tug gives you a look of respect.
You still access to the room to your east up the top there, but beyond that it's locked.
Oh, beyond that it's locked.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're going to have a look at it while we're here.
let's
Heading up?
go check it out.
Let's go.
And if it's locked, it's locked.
Yep.
I suppose we can't get past it. Do we either want to bother?
We don't know what's in there. There might be stuff.
Yeah,
Going,
let's go.
things to loot.
Any people who are particularly like able to see things that go bang in the night that
Yeah.
might want to be up the front checking for.
Dark vision 60 feet.
Yeah, but I've got.
I was more thinking the things that hook you when you
Yeah.
step on them by accident, but I can often see 60 feet. There it is. Very smart.
I took the Dungeon Delver feat, which helps with finding traps and secret doors and stuff.
Smart.
Smart, very good. Very good.
So yeah, I'm happy to take the lead.
So are you? What's your character?
I'm a fairy.
You just
I got-
you're flying.
I mix between like hovering and walking.
This is your arm stuff.
You know, I pretend
Fire
like
wings.
the like slightly scorched the ends of each of them.
Are you a
That's a
beautiful
hot
fairy
fairy.
or are you a naked fairy?
I'm like a fairy. Like I'm kind of average for fairy, but there's still something like ethereal about me. But I'm quite young for fairy. Like
Yeah?
teenager fairy.
How
Cool. I'm happy to take the lead through the door.
Okay.
See you later, Isaac. Whatever his name is.
Where's the white gate
You're a
description?
vampirism, it's just an affliction. It's strong.
Are you saying that as you walk off? Just looking at you. It's like,
At least, yeah, we'd left the commoners there. He probably would have entered.
No,
Buckets,
you didn't
okay.
really- You didn't really.
I was saying, how hungry is
is your character smart?
Yeah.
Okay. Bit too smart.
A little bit high intelligence.
walks up to the white gate.
It's all flies around.
A 10-foot diameter circle of runes and clear quartz fragments is set into the floor. Within the circle, a luminous white mist shimmers, obscuring what lies beyond.
Well, I've got the key.
No.
Oh,
I took it.
okay. Well, you want to chuck it to me? Because I'll go through and look for traps.
But you need to. Didn't you say that it was like a check that needed to hold it against? Initially?
Check.
No, it was only.
Oh, okay.
Just walk into the area of it.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's if you don't have a key.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Sorry, and south is the.
Well, but why don't I hold it and then you walk through and you check for traps on the
He
side?
needs to be
Cool.
within it. Like,
Yep. If you come, step up to the
So
room.
I'll
room's
come and
got
I'll
nothing
stand
in between.
beside it, and then
Yep.
you walk through and you can check on the traps on the other side.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. That works fine.
Cool.
So as long as you stay in the area of the trap, the
It's
gate will stay open.
Yeah.
So those two, you two have gone off then, and we're just sort of waiting.
No,
We're
you're following
watching.
through.
thought everyone came up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Pay attention,
Yeah.
buddy.
I'm happy to go through to the other side of the gate and have a squiz.
Yeah. I was thinking one person's on the other side of the gate.
I'm just standing at the gate while everyone. I'm pretty small as well, so you can all.
Has everyone got dark vision?
No. Not at all.
Oh, what's the lighting around here?
Yes.
Dim light. Everywhere. But I'm pretty sure most of you had dark vision anyway, so.
Right there.
Most.
Okay. Let's cast it up.
Yeah.
I haven't been good on the back. What?
Yeah. I think, do we want to start with that? Like,
It'd be funny if we forget to turn it off before we go back.
Does anyone else want to go through, or do you want?
Searching for traps and stuff.
Okay.
I don't know what role that is.
So once you get forward, notice 3 circles. You do notice there is writing around these circles.
Sure, I'm definitely not
Different
stepping in
runes.
them. Yeah.
You need a rune translator. Yeah, there might be someone we're good with.
Well, I found that feat I've got Crusher feat.
Yep.
Which is once per turn when you hit a creature with an attack that deals bludgeoning damage, you can move it 5 feet to an unoccupied space, provided the target is no more than 1 size larger than you.
Okay, so it doesn't matter what direction.
So I can choose.
Yeah.
But the same thing applies. Horse movement doesn't it?
Yes.
It's an opportunity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When you score a critical hit that deals bludgeoning damage to a creature, attack rolls against that creature are made with advantage until the start of your next turn.
Sweet.
So everyone.
That's good, buddy.
Yeah, I looked it up. They all said that that's what one of the
Better ones.
better ones for a monk.
Nice.
All right. So what's Slink doing in this room?
Did we move up with him? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, just whatever roles are required to look for traps and secret doors.
So we'll shuffle
It's
through
perception
the
check.
gates and wait.
Perception.
So you're walking around everywhere? Oops. Too far.
So there's runes and stuff in the
circles.
circles.
Yeah,
It's roll 20 lag. Holy hell.
definitely very carefully not stepping on any of the runes.
Once everyone's through the gate, I might close the gate and I'll have a look at the runes as well.
Yep. Cool.
Because I've got a pretty damn sweet arcane.
Right, give us a
So
Arcana check if you're looking at the runes.
16 for my perception check, looking for traps.
16. Okay. You don't notice any traps in the room whatsoever.
Is it magic? Is it magic there as well? It's still +9, so it's still 18.
Arcana check.
Yeah.
18. Excellent. You do think, looking at the runes, most of it is gibberish, but you do actually notice that in between the gibberish, there is actual runes there. And there is a warding glyph active.
I had advantage because my feet. I have advantage on that roll. So I'll just...
Oh, yeah, do another one. Yep.
Yeah. Natural 20. Roll of 30.
That's actually what you needed, which is very good. Okay. So you don't notice any traps, but you do notice a steel orb that's hidden in a recess in the ceiling 20 feet up.
Is it above one of the circles or?
It's in between in the middle here, so up the top. Holding it down, it's take forever. 20 feet above in the roof.
Yeah.
So I've seen the glyphs.
So I point out to everybody, look, I don't know what that is, but
Cage. Maybe.
I'll point out that there's some water in there. There's glyphs of water. Step on those. You sneak around the edges, I suppose.
I mean, like, I can go up and touch it.
yeah, I'm not sure if I want to fly over the circle because I could fly up there as well, but
You could fly?
boots of wing,
Oh,
wing
well, of
boots,
course, yes.
so I can fly for 4 hours a day. It takes 12 hours to recover half of whatever I fly.
Looks like a truck room to me. Not one of those fun escape rooms that all the kids are talking about.
So the door in the opposite wall, what can we see of that? Is it just
The door is steel double locked doors.
okay.
can we like slowly edge our way around the thing and get to the door and see if there's like a lock on it or anything?
Absolutely.
Which is when's the penny gonna drop?
Yeah.
It was just tug, but yeah. There you go, all the way to the door.
Go.
Can be our guest. Give it a tug.
Is there a handle, a lock? What do I see?
And nothing. It's just steel barred doors.
I'll like step to the side and just get my quarters up and just bang it.
Doesn't do anything.
Okay. Just look at the others.
What Ismus or whatever his name was in there said somebody'd locked these and he hadn't been able to get through for a while.
So I'm gonna start to cast Detect Magic as a ritual.
So there's no visible lock. I could use these tools
No.
on the door.
10 minutes.
What are you doing?
Detect Magic.
Detect magic. Excellent. You can detect magic all throughout the room.
Okay.
Strobe light.
What types of magic or what do I see?
Yeah, you get to know the school of magic, guys. I don't know what school it's under.
As if you're saying on level 1, if you add things, it's easy for you to remember. Now it's something like you can do 100 things.
Yeah.
Or stack.
Yeah.
Or don't stack. And
Yeah.
you're like, okay, which is the. Like, because it looks like without taking any key or feats or anything, well, not feats, but anything, I get on my first attack, I get on the round, I get 4 attacks without even doing anything.
Pretty sick.
That's dope, man. Shit.
Yeah, third monk shit.
You
Yeah.
get to hit a lot. He just gets to eviscerate people by breathing at
Yeah.
them.
I could do 5 if I took a key. Key point.
Conjuration?
It sounds about right.
Yeah. Great objects and make some disappear. Okay.
Think. 100% on it. Okay. So who's actually in the room at the moment? Who's having a look at this stuff?
I'm still in the hallway.
Yeah,
I'll go up.
Put me.
I'll go up and investigate.
I guess Tug's gonna walk back through the little gap between the circles rather than going all the way around.
Yep.
Back into the corridor. Didn't see shit.
Okay. On your way back, give us a dexterity saving throw, please.
Woo! Let's go. Let's do something.
When he gets within 10 feet, I'm gonna ready Thorn Whip to see if I can kind of like yank him back to it.
14.
That's a pass. You got out of the way in time, but you saw a lightning bolt come out of the orb and try and hit you. You jumped out.
So, and you went around the long way
Before.
before. Let me do.
Can I fire at the lightning to the orb? My pistol.
Sure. Nothing happens.
Nuclear bomb.
Lining up from the bullet to you.
Alright, so you go a long way around to the door.
I'm just going to investigate the door, see if.
And sorry, is there any magic coming off the door?
Yes.
Still conjuration?
It was abjuration. Let me check that score. Yes, abjuration.
So, can I do an investigation on
and
it?
shielding.
If you want, you find nothing out.
Okay.
Seems like the pools we might have to go to the pools.
I mean, I do have distance.
Potentially, yeah, that's what I was
It's
thinking.
worth it.
Do we want to go through there or do we want
I reckon we go the other way first. See what we can find.
Might make some more progress with the other way first. And come back.
We know what we've got to do now.
To restart
We
again.
can come through here,
Fine.
and we could probably cast a spell mage.
Yeah.
Maybe hopefully get through.
I think we should explore other places first to see what more information we can get before we even try and go through that one because it's locked. We really already know that.
All right, let's be careful and go back, and I'll go and hold this gate open for us.
Cool. Back into the other room.
All right, we're heading back.
Let's hit some birds first.
How's Masira going back?
What's that?
How are you heading back there?
A long way.
A long way? Excellent. Give us a dexterity saving throw, please.
Ooh.
I don't know how much damage it does.
Oh.
21.
That's a pass. You dodged it.
Shame.
Must be a pretty slow lightning bolt. Alright, back through.
Yeah.
To the pools!
Across the bank. Not
How big
within
is
10 feet, 10 feet of the pit.
Yes.
Avoiding the pit by 10 feet. Yep.
Avoiding the
Anywhere
pit.
else?
And, yeah.
Just saying it's 9:05. Shall we carry on for a bit more?
Do you guys can call it there? If you guys want to head back through the black gate and take a long rest,
Yeah.
you can call it there
Be
for now.
handy, just
Yeah, then we're good for next week.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's do that. We'll go back.
And
Alright.
plan is to go pools.
We'll go pools next
Yeah.
time.
See how far we can get.
So we managed to do 1, 2, 3 rooms.
when we go through,
Pretty good.
I'll just kill all the
Out of
corners
60
and
odd.
just use them as jerky. I'll
That's
just try and
100 on.
Probably.
There's some
Ratchet.
Let me have a look at this Doom Vault. How many rooms?
So when we get up into the sanctuary, I'm going to cast Liam's tiny hut.
Yep.
Yeah,
It has over 100 rooms. Yep.
and that will just so long as there's 9 creatures, we're protected. It's got like
Excellent.
a
When you go back through the black gate to that room, there is no commoners in there anymore. Well, was there any commoners in there at the start? I'm not too
Yeah.
sure, but
They're not there now. Hopefully they got out.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So
we're doing long rest.
long rest. Perfect. Let's do it.
excellent. All right, we'll call it there. I'll stop the recording.
It's going to take long.